Hello friends, this is Dinesh Panchal from Navrachna University. This video is recorded as a part of Center for Continuing Education at Navrachna University. Here we offer customized training program for corporates, for educational institutes, for professionals and students. For more information, contact Mr. Dinesh Panchal from Navrachna University or visit our website. Hello friends. Till now, we have learned how to create patients table or a query. Now, as I told you, the Microsoft Access is a database. That means it has a multiple tables which are connected with each other. So now let's try to create one more table which is connected to our parent table called patient. So for that, let's first create a simple table. So go to the create option and say table, and we'll select the table in a design view. This is a table for appointments of this patient. So the database structure is we will register the patients here in this table, and for this registered patients we'll have appointments recorded in this new table. So let's say appointment ID, we will prefer auto numbering for that. So we have option called auto number. Next is patient's medical record, short text, let's say. Then appointment doctor, again it will be a short text. Appointment date, yeah, at this time it will not be short text, it should be date and time. Then appointment time, again it should be date and time. Then appointment reason, yeah, we are going to type here, so it's short text. Then appointment type, sorry, appointment type first. That means is it a first time the patient is coming or it's a follow-up for that particular reason. So we'll say it should be yes or no field. We don't want to type here. Appointment type is follow-up, again yes or no. Then appointment type emergency, again we'll have a yes or no. And appointment location. Now this appointment location can be a short text, but what will happen if the person who is filling up this table types a same location in multiple ways, then each of those multiple variants of the location will be treated as a separate location. So we don't want this to happen. So for that, the feature available in Microsoft Access is called Lookup Wizard. So from the option here, data type, select Lookup Wizard. It will initiate a process to set a lookup list for this particular field called appointment location. The first step is to select whether you want to select the list from the available tables or you want to type the values. So we'll say I will type the values that I want. Click on next. Let's type the values. Let's say the location as, let's say, Go 3, which is one of the area in Vadodara in India. Maybe the second location can be, let's say, Sevasi, again a location in Vadodara region. And let's say Jambusar, it's a location near Vadodara. Click next and finish. So now this particular field in our table will have a lookup. Let's try to see how it will look like. Okay, it's saying yes, I want to save this table, so save this table as appointment table. No primary key, so it will say the first primary key is the appointment ID. You can see here appointment location, we have this drop down menu, so it will not allow you to type, you have to select from this. Let's go back to the design view once again. Now you have noticed that patient's medical record, because this field should help us to connect these appointments with the patient data. So let's change this data type for patient's medical record from short text to lookup wizard. Now here for this field we do not want to type any values, or we do not want to uh, do the process what we did earlier like this. I will type in values that I want. No, this will not work here because we want to connect this field with the earlier tables, which is patient table. So select I want the lookup field to get the values from the another table or query. So what will happen with this, whenever you update the patient's medical record in this table, patient table, those records will be available as a lookup value in the appointment table. So select this first radio button, then click next. Table patient, this is the table we want to refer, and view table. And from here, let's say patient's medical record. Sometimes it happens that the record number is not recognizable, so we say first name and last name as well. Or maybe let's say first name and date of birth, last name and date of birth. Click next. Now it says in what order you want to display. It may be, let's say, last name. Click next. Now here in the lookup, do you want only this much, or you want the medical record number also to be visible when the lookup list is activated? If you want that, remove this checkbox. So that will display the patient's medical record as well. Click next. Next here. Okay, let's finish. So now this table has been connected with the patient table. So first save this table, close. Access the database tools menu from the top ribbon. In that, click on relationship icon. Now you can see we have two tables. One is a patient table and second appointment table. From the patient table, the patient's medical record numbers is connected here. So this whole together, these two tables together, we call it the database. Let's make one small entry into the appointment table. So double click on the appointment table here, and let's enter one record saying for the patient whose ID is 123456. Remember that appointment ID is auto number, so we do not have to type anything there. Patient medical record, it should show the 4 records which we have. So for that, let's say we are entering appointment detail for the Frank. Appointment doctor, let's say the doctor name is Jackal. The appointment date is, let's say, 17th October. Okay. Appointment time is, let's say, 2 p.m. Remember the data type is time, so it will recognize that it will be 2 p.m. Appointment reason is, let's say, it's a mood swing. Is it a first time appointment? Yes. Follow up? No. Emergency? No. Appointment location? Remember we have type 3 location. Let's select go 3 from here. And then second record. Just click on refresh all so that this record get connected with the patient table. Close this. Go back to the patient table, and you will notice that now here on the left hand end of the table you get plus buttons. That means this record will act like a parent, and we have a child records below it. So more appointment we enter here, all the appointment for the record number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be available here. And similarly for Doris, right now we have not entered any appointment for the Doris, so it's a blank. Similarly for Jenny and Jacob. I hope you now know how Microsoft Access database handles different tables and maintains a relationship between those tables. Thank you very much. Now, once the table has been created, which are connected, these tables can be used to make a query which is based on both of these tables. So for that, let's close this table, go to create and select the query design. Now since we have two tables, so both these tables we need to add. Either you can drag and drop, or you can select both of them and click add button. So now these two tables are available. For the sake of better visualization, so I'm keeping the patient table first and appointment table second. And let me keep all the fields visible. Now I want the patient's medical record. So in the drop down field here, it shows all the fields from these two tables. So it's quite confusing. So to remove that, we can select a table, let's say patient, and from this table get the patient's medical record number. From the patient table, get the first name. From the patient table, get the last name. From the appointment table, get the doctor name. And from the appointment table, get the date of the appointment. And similarly, from the appointment table, get the reason for this appointment. Now this query will be a query which is based on these two these two tables. So let's save this query as let's say appointment and click on OK. You give a query name as an existing. Okay, so let's say uh, patient underscore appointment. Now let's view this query. Now this query is showing only one record. What can be the reason? Because right now only for this person Sam Franks this appointment was there. For rest three patient records in the patient table we didn't have any appointment, so that's why it's not showing here. So if you add more records in the appointment table, all those records will be available here. Thank you very much, friends.